The Logitech MX Master 3 is a $100 productivity mouse that is all over the internet. It seems that everyone who cares about tech and productivity has one, so I thought I would join the hype and buy one for myself. And I promise I'm not a hater, I just expected more from a $100 mouse. First of all, there are some really awesome things about this product. The unboxing experience was great and the setup was really easy to do. It comes with a USB-C charging cable, but the mouse already had a decent charge from the get-go, so I didn't need that right away. It really does feel ergonomic to use, and all of the buttons are in really great positions. This makes for a really easy experience as far as using the mappable clicks. And speaking of mappable clicks, the Logi Options software is fairly intuitive and easy to customize. You don't even need to hit save when you make changes or anything like that. Everything you modify in the software is effective immediately, which is just great. There are really only two things that bummed me out about the mouse, but they're a pretty big deal. The first is the weight, and the second is the vertical scrolling. For the last several months, I've been using a cheap $10 Best Buy mouse that's really not that ergonomic, but it feels accurate and it's light. And switching over to the MX Master 3, I was really not impressed with how much more effort it took to drag the mouse across the desk pad. Now, I don't really think of myself as a snob when it comes to mice. Like I said, I'm using a $10 Best Buy mouse, but it was just really sluggish to move this thing around. Now, you can compensate for this by upping the sensitivity of the MX Master 3 inside the Logi Options software, so you don't have to move the mouse as much to register distance across the screen. But I already bumped up the sensitivity from its default quite a bit, and it's still just not super awesome to use. And the other thing that I didn't like about the mouse was the vertical scrolling. Now, don't get me wrong, it feels really great. And the idea behind the electromagnetic scroll wheel is also pretty fantastic. But in actual practice, I found that it was laggy and inaccurate. Sure, it's quiet and it's fun to switch between the free spin and ratchet modes, but I had a problem where sometimes the mouse just wouldn't register my scrolls. It was almost like it wasn't getting the signal, or it was low battery or something like that. Only I knew that neither of those things were true because it was still registering my moving the mouse and all of the clicks, and even the horizontal scrolling was working just fine, just not the vertical scrolling. But I didn't want to look like a dummy, so I did some research, and sure enough, there are others out there that had the exact same problem that I had, and it's pretty well documented. But there doesn't appear to be a fix from Logitech, so maybe mine's just a bad unit, or maybe it's a bug in the software firmware. Who knows? Either way, as comfortable as this mouse is to use, generally speaking, I can't say it was a better experience than any other mouse that I've used on the market. I love the idea of an ergonomic mouse, and I love finding tech that makes work more enjoyable or more efficient or more productive. But for me, this specific unit and the MX Master 3, it just isn't it. But let me know your experience down below in the comments. Anytime I've done a negative review about anything, people really lay into me and comment a lot of hate, so we'll see how that goes. However, if you found this video helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I try to put out useful content, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. It's your nerdy neighbor.